Nici just came from her
That,
Korean barbecue dinner, so she still
oh,
smells
was
like
it good?
It
a
was
little
pretty
bit
good.
like Korean barbecue. Like I smell it from my microphone. So good.
Oh, that's my favorite smell.
I know. How much is
I
like
went to
the price
I went to
now?
dinner as well.
It depends on where you go. I know there's a couple usually for dinner it's like $40. I know in Vegas it was around the same price as well. So I think
Mm-hmm.
universally it's like
Around that
forty
price range.
dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if you're going for lunch it's usually about $30.
And how about you, Justice? What was your dinner?
I went to a Mongolian grill and had
Ooh.
beef and onion bowl and
Wow.
catfish.
Catfish?
Yeah, they have it like cut up and then you put it on the grill. You can put other things with it, so it was pretty good.
Mongolian.
I'm
Interesting.
using
Oh.
the last 5% of my battery right now,
So at any moment you're
so
gonna like poof.
if I disappear, I had fun
No,
knowing y'all.
bro.
Don't
No,
leave. Don't leave.
Kajima.
I went to a store and they had a K-pop section. Uh, I didn't see anything that I really wanted, but it was cool because they were playing K-pop over the radio. They started with "Pop" by Nayeon,
Yona.
and then
Nayan.
I heard the 50/50 Cupid song.
Oh, okay. That's cool. You don't keep a charger cable on your car in
I'm in my
2023?
friend's car,
Oh, okay.
and I like to live dangerously. It's more exciting that way.
I get the
It's actually a good song. Like Pop by Nine was a good song.
it was I
Oh,
think it was
that's
a
a good
very
one.
strong debut as a soloist.
And it's like very like 2010 hook, like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's repetitive.
I
That's what I liked
Mm-hmm.
about K-pop. And
I
it's
got a charge cable now. My friend had one.
okay.
Yeah,
Why are you using your friend's car though? Where's your car? Where's your truck?
because I'm in the passenger seat.
Ah, okay. I thought you were driving.
Oh.
No, I'm not actually multitasking. I can't multitask that well on the highway, at least.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you know, don't get distracted too much and just be safe on the road.
Hey, Bully, speaking of Nyan's solo album, I bought the LP recently.
It has an LP. They released an
Yeah, it was
LP.
Target exclusive.
That's
It's
good.
pretty big.
Uh,
How about
yeah,
you, Nisi?
I got one.
Do you collect LPs too?
Oh yeah, I'm a big collector. For like Tomorrow by Together, I literally have almost every single album. I'm just missing maybe like less than five at this point.
No, no, no. The LP, the large disc,
Mm, no,
The vinyl.
the vinyl.
I I wish, but I don't have a record player.
Did you buy one, Justice?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
like in my office, that all that stuff piled up in the background. That's all my stereo equipment. I have a bunch of it.
Hmm.
ooh.
I went thrifting and got really lucky, and then one of my clients gave me the speakers, so I'm very thankful for it.
Don't you have like a K-pop store in New Jersey, Nisi? Like where you can get like albums very easily, like a K-pop shop.
Not that I'm aware of, but then again, I live in like the mountains of New Jersey,
Ah, so everything
so
has
it's
to
like
be like
the
shipped.
farms. Yeah, yeah, like the closest thing to a K-pop store that I know of is Target, which is like not much.
Oh, so I am dressed up because like suddenly like the head teacher was like, "Oh, we're gonna have like a school pictorial tomorrow, so you have to be there by 10 a.m." I was like, there was like a dress code, but I don't have enough money to buy the clothes. I'm like, whatever. I don't. Payday is in the end of the month, and I'm like down to like last $10,
Mm.
so I'm like can't buy anything. Ah. So
I
let's
like the bundle though.
say good morning, say hello to everyone who is listening. So I figured out what went wrong. I had like an audio output plus the desktop audio on recording, so everything
Mm.
was like double
Ah,
recorded. So that was why it was like echoey during the whole recording. But at least we learn. We learn. We get better. I'm gonna try to get better equipment soon, and it was fun. It was fun yesterday. I was rewatching it and I was like, oh, I'm gonna like clip some of it. I'm gonna make it to a short. And like, I really just was like having fun in general with our whole conversation. And to all our listeners, welcome to the Talk podcast. And to my left is Mr. Justice, and to my right is Miss Nici. And we would like to invite everybody to download the Jan app. That's double J double A double N on your App Store or Play Store. That is a social networking app where you can have a live stream of anything that you want to show to your friends or to other people. You can have like a talk about sports, about K-pop, about fashion, about beauty, makeup, anything under the sun. So if you're into those kind of things, I really recommend that you download the Jan app and try to connect from people from around the world. And again, use your
and you
invite
can
code.
learn Korean.
Yeah. Learn Korean with Justice and Corey and play games with Rosie. We have so many programs on our platform on Jan, so you can like see on the if you scroll up, it's you will see all the programs that we have. The schedules are there. So please try and download the Jan app and tell all your friends about it. Okay, so the topic for today is like underrated group. So what counts as underrated group? Because for me, first
Mm.
and foremost, they should have not come from like a big company. That's one. Number two, they should
Mm,
be like have not won like a music show. Even though I think music show win from the big three. So like KBS,
Mm.
MBC, and Inkigayo, like the SBS one. So and also like their fandom is not that big, or like even though it's big, it's not really like you would compared to others. So
Mm.
DC, who's your like underrated group? You can have like a boy, a girl group,
Mm.
a soloist. So
Mhm.
who's yours?
I've just started recently getting into them, but Dreamcatcher to me is very underrated, especially
Mm-hmm.
just because of how refreshingly different their concept is compared to um like the long list of groups, like both boy and girl. Like they have like that edgy rock kind of vibe that's not very prevalent even in like just like Korean music. Like rock is not something that's mainstream over there, and so their music, their style, and even just the way that they approach things is very different. Like they're very whimsical. Like I just started recently getting into them because my friend wanted me to do one of like their songs for like a dance cover and everything, and like I was just going through it and I was just like, oh, they're actually like really good. And so I'm going through them right now, but
I
I
love
was just
Dreamcatcher.
very, yeah, like I'm just
Yeah.
very surprised that there's not that much traction. Like even when they do go on music shows to promote their songs, it still is like very much under like the radar, and nobody really talks about them,
I
or
think
at
they
least
got
like I'm
one
not
win.
seeing
I
anything
can't
about
remember
it. Hmm.
They
the
got
name of
a
the song.
win. Yeah. They got wins from SBS the show and show
Mhm.
champion during I think it was Vision when they won, or Mason. But like yeah, I have
Mm.
to agree to all the points that Nisi said, because like also on the top.
They should definitely be more popular. Uh, I first found out about them around whenever I first got into K-pop in like 2018,
Mm-hmm.
because the game that I play all the time in the arcade called Pump It Up, they have a bunch of Dreamcatcher songs on it.
Uh-huh, yeah. If
Well,
you
that
go,
was kind of one of my gateway drug songs.
I went to Dave and Buster's and they have like Dreamcatcher songs on like
Oh, really?
yeah, on the dance machines. Yeah, they even have like G
Oh.
Friends, Me Gustas too, and Mama Moo's Starry Night. So
Mhm.
yeah, it was in Dave and Buster's. I was like,
Not
oh,
Prime 2 if you saw Magustus too.
mm.
I know all the mixes. I played that game a lot. I invested a lot. I mean, because it's so much fun and it's exercise, so
For me, like
it's expensive
I
though.
think Koreans are sleeping on Dreamcatcher just because Dreamcatcher is like breaking out of the mold that they want them to
Mhm.
be. So they cannot like get the support of like the mass, like the majority of
Mhm.
the people, because like their songs are not for everyone's taste. It's not like
Mhm.
uh uh they're like what do you call this, acquired tastes. They're
Mhm.
acquired
They have
tastes.
some like more poppy songs, but they're kind of mixed in throughout their discography.
Yeah, but like
Yeah,
even
you
though
kind of have
they're
to like
like
look for it.
they before Dreamcatcher, like five of them were in a girl group called Minx, which was under the same company
Yeah,
as Dalshabet. So they were called
Oh.
Minx. So Jiu, Yuyeon, Suwa, Dami, and Shion were in a girl group called Minx, and they debuted under Happy Face Entertainment in 2015, 2016. Yeah, they released two songs. What Why Did You Come to My House and Love Shake. And it's funny because Love Shake was their title track, but it was a B-side track from Dal Shabet's album. And then the company was like, it's too good to be just like, a song that's like gonna be forgotten. So they made
Mhm.
Minx have that song and re-released it as their title track. If you Nisi, if you search Love Shake by
Mhm.
Dreamcatcher, you're gonna love it because you're gonna see them.
Mhm.
They're dancing like this, shaky love, shaky, 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 shaky love, and then they're doing this, and then you would see like Dami doing like cutie moves because her rap is like a cute rap.
Mhm.
So people
Which
are
is
like,
very different.
they're cringing on that performance because like it's very different from what Dreamcatcher is. But like
Yeah.
I followed them during Mix too, so I was like, they went on this like 2 year hiatus, and I was like, oh shit, what happened? But like,
Mhm.
oh, they were gonna be repackaged as Dreamcatcher, and they're adding Handong and Gayon, and I think it was like a perfect mix. It was like
Mhm.
the right calling. It wasn't like CLC when it was like good already with all five, and then when they added Elki and Unbin, it just like messed up the chemistry
Mhm.
of the group. Adding
Mhm.
actually two members to Dreamcatcher boosted what they really had. And
Mhm.
for me, like Dreamcatcher songs were like they didn't like they found their identity early on. They didn't
Mhm.
had that struggle compared to like B2B and Vix, who struggled in the beginning like, oh, what's our identity, what songs should we be releasing. Like
Yeah.
Vix had to struggle and find like, oh, we our niche is like the scary concept, on and on,
Mhm.
voodoo, chain up, all like the
Yeah.
scary, and then B2B was like, oh, we're releasing dance tracks, and then their niche was like ballad, right? They were like, that's what brought them to like number one. And then but like Dreamcatcher had this identity from early on, which was really nice. But it's just like it's a matter of like, oh, the Korean fans is not like eating them up just because they're not
Mhm.
molded as like compared to other girl groups. I really
Mhm.
like how they
I'm glad they
sound.
stuck with their concept.
Yeah, their concepts are really like just out of the box. It's very like J rock anime openings.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Dreamcatcher songs?
Mm, Fly High.
You and I.
You and I by Hi Sunny. You and I by
Hi.
Sunny. You and
Do they
I.
have
I feel like I had I had because like on repeat for days. I really like that
Because I
one.
love you.
'Cause I love
I love
you.
you. It's so good. I agree with Justice with Fly High. I've been like that's on my
Mhm.
repeat, but I really like Mason. Mason was good for me because it sends a message to people like save my home from the jungle, save our home in the desert. It's like really like there's a message out there, save my
Mhm.
home in the polar, and it's
I
like
do like Mason too.
Mason was really
That was
good.
good.
Although they have like I think Odd Eye and Vision was like but like Scream, Boca, Piri, What was good. You and I was
Mhm.
good. All their tracks were like they're bops. Even Bon Voyage right now is just really really good. I can't like it's not charting on like the Korean charts, so I feel really really bad
Mhm.
that they're not
I can
charting.
find 5-star tracks in every single one of their releases, so they're one of my favorite groups.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I feel like they're one of those cases of they're doing better internationally than they are in
Yes.
Korea. And it's like
I
a
think so.
double-edged sword in the sense where yes, now they have like this traction in like the rest of the world and that's why they're able to have the tour in America. But at the same time, like if like I can't really put myself in their shoes because I'm not Korean, but like I would feel like I'd feel some type of way if I don't have kind of like that support from my own country kind of thing, if that makes any sense.
I wonder how they're received in Japan because they have like a pretty decent sized Japan discography too.
Yeah, I was like
Mhm.
wondering that as well. Like,
Mhm.
they should be booming in Japan because that's the music like
Yeah.
Japanese people would like eat up. I guess
Mhm.
so. I'm like, they should be more famous in Japan because like
Yeah, I'm not sure.
because like K-pop groups like Boyfriend and they were like more famous in Japan than Korea.
Mhm.
There's like some cases of that groups who are more famous in Japan than Korea because
Mhm.
like U-Kiss is like the most underappreciated and Justice died and
Oh.
And he's back. He's
and he's back.
revived.
He's revived. Okay, I'm just gonna put him on the stage. So U-Kiss is a case where like they had Bingle Bingle and Man Man Honey
Mhm.
and then like everything was like everything wasn't bad but it was like I don't know what happened with U-Kiss
Mhm.
why they didn't work out. Is it because like they have foreign members? But like I don't know if but 2PM
I
had
don't
foreign
know.
members. But like I don't get it why Yukis is not as famous as they should have been.
Mhm. What company were they under?
They were under NH Media.
Mm.
Mhm.
It's not like a big company, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's like a brother company to Brown Eyed Girls' company, if I'm not mistaken. But like, yeah, Yukis's company is the same as La Boom's company. They were in the same company, so I'm like, but like UKIS is gonna be releasing a single on their 15th anniversary in June, so I'm looking forward to that.
50 years.
15 years, yeah, and they said it's like
Wow.
6 members, so 3 will be Hoon, Suyun, and Kisop. So I don't know the rest of the 3. So people are like speculating if Kevin is gonna join, but I don't think
Mhm.
Kevin will do it because Kevin posted like, oh, he's gonna be busy with like a movie or something.
Mhm.
And hopefully it's gonna be like Eli because he needs money because he just got a divorce and he's working in a fucking factory. So I hope it's Eli and maybe June. Even though I know June is busy, but June always has a passion for like doing K-pop stuff. And
Mhm.
my final pick would be it's either Alexander or AJ because I need
Mhm.
closure with how AJ just like Because like when AJ left Yuki's, they just said like, oh, because he's going to like Columbia University or Cambridge University. I'm not sure, and he
Mhm.
just like disappeared. So like, I need closure to what happened to AJ.
Mhm.
Because he was a good addition to UK's because he can both rap and do vocals. So that was sad.
Hey,
They were
Bully, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get on my computer. I'm home now.
okay. Okay, see you later in like 2 to 5
I'll be right
minutes.
back.
In a bit.
Okay, how about you, Sunny? Who's your underrated group that you want to talk about?
Oh man, there's so many. I don't I don't know.
On the top of your head.
Um I I don't know if they're underrated anymore, but I like Oneus and but I don't think they're underrated
I
anymore. They
don't
used
think
to be.
so. Yeah, but because
They used to be, but they're
Raven
not.
was removed, I think the controversy kind of hit them hard
Mhm.
because like I do you think removing Raven was the correct response?
I I personally don't know because I'm not Korean, so I don't know how that would have impacted the whole group. But I know he left on his own will, so or at least that's what I heard.
But it's so petty. Nici, do you know why he left the group?
Yeah.
No, so can you
So
like clue
Raven
me in here?
left because there was like an issue with him asking for gifts. Am I right, Sunny? It's just because of that, right?
I'm
For
He was like,
I
gifts?
oh,
thought it was because he was ghosting a girlfriend or something, or there were rumors of him ghosting, but I'm not fully sure about what it was. But
yeah, he got
I thought it
embroiled
was
in this
he
weird
ghosted a
ass
girlfriend.
like he was asking
Mhm.
for like signature brand gifts from fans and like
Mm.
going out with some fans. I don't know. So he left on his own, but like yeah, one us and one we are both like underrated in terms of like one we should be like a good band, top tier brand, a band by now. But I think
Mhm.
like how famous FT Island and CN Blue was,
Mhm.
Mhm.
but like they couldn't get there. I don't know why. But Lucy, I don't know if you heard of Lucy, but Lucy is getting all this attention.
I've heard of Lucy. Yes.
Yeah, but like, and same as like how Day Six should be now. But like Day Six is another story in another time. Aside from one us, Sunny, who else?
Um, I I personally like um I personally like UA, but they're from a smaller company, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I it's just a personal thing. I mean, I don't know if they're underrated or not, but I like them. I listen to them a lot. It's a girl group.
Yeah,
Um,
I've heard of. Have you heard of it, DC? Wua?
Yeah, I've heard of them, but I've never actually seen any of their
Same.
performances.
Because like they keep pushing this one member Nana, who's like I think the visual.
yeah,
Because I see her like in
Mm.
every like if there's like a dance challenge, they're like, oh, it's with Wua Nana, and I'm like, oh, maybe
Ah, yeah, I
they're
see.
pushing her to be like
The gateway, like
yeah
the
yeah
gateway
the Cha
member.
Eun-woo of the group.
Yeah, or
Basically,
like Keyhole from P1 Harmony, because like everybody knows Keyhole.
yeah. Oh, Kiho is so memeable.
He's
I
so
stat
relatable.
Kiho's like YouTube short videos. Like I could scroll
Mm.
all day just watching Kiho like respond to people and like
yeah.
talk about stuff, random things. It's like him and Bomhan.
I don't know
Bomhan.
all the members'
No, no,
names.
no, no, not another P1 Harmony member, but
Mm.
Bomhan is like a trainee. He's not yet debuted, but like
Mm.
his clips are so funny.
Oh,
But like,
I know who you're talking
yeah,
about.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Bomhan.
So Nisi, aside from Dreamcatcher, who's the boy group that you think is underrated?
Mm. I really like Six. Six doesn't really get CIX. I don't know.
I
I
went to
don't
their
know if it.
concert in LA.
Mm.
I even bought like two
How was it?
tickets. I bought two tickets, and then the other ticket got wasted because no one used it.
Oh.
It was like
Oh.
$150 for two tickets. It was general standing,
Mhm.
and like I was like telling people like I have a free ticket, just come with me because I have this extra ticket. Because like you cannot buy
Yeah.
one ticket
Oh.
from
That's weird.
ticket, and then like it was weird. I was like, does anyone want to go to a K-pop concert with me for free? And no one was like, oh, we're so busy. It's a Friday night. Blah blah blah. Blah. Okay, fine. Oh, it was fun. I like their
That's fun.
songs.
Yeah, I do too. I used to when I used to go to the gym and work out during college, like I would put their first EP on repeat as I was working out
Is it movie
just
star
because
or
it gives
cinema?
I want to
I
say
think
it's
it
movie star.
star. Yeah, I think it's movie star, right?
Mhm.
She's a
I really like that one from
movie
start to
star.
finish. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just a very good starting point, and like I felt like they were a very consistent group, but nobody really talks about them very much.
I mean,
Um
people will talk about like their visuals, like Jin Young, of course, and the other guy Hyun
mhm.
Sok.
Mhm.
Oh.
But like overall, they're really good, and I feel bad that they're like super underrated. Like I think it's like the 101 curse. Like after 101, all of them just like
Kind of like fade and dissolve.
yeah. I mean, like even Kang Daniel and Hwang Minhyun. I mean, Minhyun is just doing acting, but I'm like,
Mhm.
you were hoping that after 101, this bands like every single one of them would be like shoot to fame, but like
Like very successful, but like I just hate those kinds of I don't really like not hate well, hate's a strong word, but I
you
don't like those
despise.
kinds of groups. I just don't like those groups that are created for like the sole purpose of like just a 2-year contract, and
Uh
because a lot of
huh.
people invest the time and like they like the synergy in them, and then you have them disband and go back to their respective companies, and like people don't want to follow up with them anymore because it's not the same anymore. Like for
Right.
example with like 101, like oh, they're all doing their own thing, but it's not the same, and you don't really hear about them anymore because it's not what it used to be, and like most people were fixated on that particular group. Like they have to be in a particular setting for people to actually care.
Yeah, once you fall into those kind of groups, you're like setting up yourself for heartbreak. It's
Yeah.
like they will disband, right? Like even now with
Yeah.
Kepler and Zero
Mhm.
Base One and
Mhm.
the previous ones,
They need to
101.
listen.
Yeah, it it's
Yeah,
just
like
like
101, IOI.
for me, my biggest heartbreak would have to be UNB and Unity from the unit, because
Oh.
like
Yes.
Mm.
I
I was
liked
in
their concept.
Korea that time, and I was going broke just to buy albums for fan signs, because like to UNB I needed like 20, 25 albums to get in fan signs, and it's
I
hard
did
because like
too.
one album is like $25, and you have to buy like
Yeah.
and I wasn't making much money that time, so I was like going broke just to go to
Oh.
fan signs. But it was fun. It was fun when I was there, and Unity, and
Mhm.
like, and it's funny because like, so I went with Unity, and I was like, oh, taking pictures. I was in there was like a mini fan meeting, and three members come out, and then
Mhm.
wow, out of nowhere, like one Unity member called me out, and he was like, you're in UNB. Why are you here? I was like, what? Why are you calling me out in front of all the fans? It was a weird time. It was fun, but it was like it was good. It was UNB and Unity songs were so good. It's just like they weren't given as much. I thought, because like the unit was like the mentors are Rain, Taemin, Hyuna.
Mhm.
So I thought that they were gonna be taken care of really, but like they ended up being in the company of the one who took care of them was what do you call this? The one who took care of
Hi.
them was the company of Daya and Bay 173,
Ah.
Pocket Doll Studio, CCMMBK. So it was it was bad. So in the end, they just disbanded. But now the good thing is
Yeah.
like all the UNB boys are friends and all the Unity girls are
Mhm.
friends IRL because like you would see them hang out
Yeah.
on Instagram and stuff like that. UNB and Unity for me was like one of those groups created out of a reality show, but you get invested in and you get a heartbreak in the end. It's like
Yeah.
a bitter taste. How
Mm,
about you, Justice? Who is your boy group that you think is underrated for boy
Boy
groups?
group. Uh, I I'm kind of new to listening to boy groups, so I've only really listened to a few of the you know selections from people who've recommended me stuff to listen to. So uh, I can't think of any like underrated boy groups off the top of my head, uh, but I can think of a underrated girl group because that's more so what I listen to.
go for it.
Who in your opinion is underrated in the girl group department?
All right, so I decided to choose a more recent group. They're called CSR, Chatsarang, First Love.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's funny because
I don't hear anybody talking about it.
When Nayon released Pop, CSR song was called Pop Pop. So it was like two
Yeah,
songs with Pop.
and it's adorable too. But I I think that their sound really captures like the kind of the early G Friend sound. You know, it's like
Mm-hmm.
just energetic and bubbly, but not overload. It's like happy music, you know.
And like there was like a clip showing like I watched that saying like this is how you package girls who are underage compared to how they package new jeans. With new jeans showing I don't know, showing their midriff and showing like I don't know, like sexier clothings.
Mm,
But CSR was like packaged like, oh, because they're like 14, 15-year-old girls, they should be still, in that phase of like being covered up or in frilly dresses or whatever.
mhm.
So you're kind of torn between like um at that age they could dress whatever they want. They're already 14, 15. If they want to show some skin, it's okay, but you're also but they're K-pop idols, so they should be like
Mhm.
preserved and conservative and whatever. So you're always like weighing these two scales in terms
Yeah.
of that
It's dancing on a
department.
fine line.
Yeah.
Because I
I just
think,
love their music.
yeah.
I haven't honestly watched any of their like visual performances or whatever, but
Mhm.
I've listened to like I think almost every song is the kind of music that I like to listen to while I'm at work because it's just like super happy and
Motivation.
energetic and fun.
They have three
Mhm.
albums right now. The three title tracks was like Pop Pop, Hearticon, and Shining Brightly. Am I right? Those were their three title tracks.
Yeah, I can actually pull it up. I just don't hear anybody ever talking about them, and
Mhm.
I follow like the K-pop junkie on YouTube and everything, and I don't think I've ever heard him talk about it, and that's where all the other news comes from besides this podcast.
Because like CSR and I think they're in sync with if you heard of Classy.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
I think Classy is the girl group they're like, you know, in jive with. But like
Mhm.
Sunny, when you were out, Justin, Sunny was mentioning about Woo Ah. So I don't know if you heard about Woo Ah.
Oh,
No,
Woo with a
yeah,
W, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
And then I think right now in the US, Tri B is touring, and I think Ninja went to Tri B like a fan sign for $175. I'm not sure.
Oh,
That's not bad.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, Tri
Yeah.
B. There's so many 4 gen girl groups that are like super underrated. Tri B, I Chillin, XG. I think XG they said is really good. XG
What
is
about
like
Triple S? Do you know Triple S?
Triple S is something that I have to like dedicate maybe a half a day just to like. How many members does Triple S have? Like the whole
Triple S.
Triple S like is a Luna. a Luna on steroids.
I'm not really sure.
Oh,
I
okay,
just know
hold
that
on.
they
Like
had a
I'm. Let's see.
subunit.
I pulled up the 24 members.
And it's like not everyone is debuting, not everyone is gonna be in a subunit, not everyone is gonna be. It's complicated, and I don't know how to
It's
like.
like it's weird. It's kind of almost like it's like a mini version of like a Produce 101 because it's like it's because I'm on K-pop profiles right now because I've seen them but I haven't really like invested time in them. It says the
Mhm.
members will rotate between the groups, units, solos, etc. chosen by the fans. So like it's
Wow.
like fan generated, which
I don't know
is
about
like
that.
hit or miss a lot of
Yeah, because
times.
like the very first unit disbanded, right? All the members disbanded because like they were like, "Oh, you're the first triple S unit. If you don't reach 100,000 album sales, we will disband your group." And true to their word, they didn't reach 100,000. They disbanded the first subunit. Am I right?
I don't
I
know.
no, I'm not really sure, but I can tell you that they need some help with their marketing.
They
As a
do.
professional marketing person, I just now typed into the chat what the name of their most recent mini album is, and it's a total mess. It's a disaster. The naming, the nomenclature makes no sense. It's got a plus
Right.
sign, like greater than, equal to. It's too
It's
much.
probably because it's like the Korean subunit because their name is also in Hangul and in one of the alphabets in Japanese.
There, whoever is doing marketing for Triple L or whoever came up with their concept is just like a
They're
fucked
on
up.
steroids.
They're on steroids, and like it's a waste because like most of the members are really pretty. Most of the girls are really really pretty. They do stand
They're
out.
babies.
Yeah, 2004, 5, 6, 7,
They're very
maybe.
cute.
Oh,
Their most recent release was really good though. I enjoyed like the new mini album that came out. I think it was about 3 weeks ago now.
Hmm.
Oh.
but they
It's one
their
of the
company
names.
their company has Mod House is where like four of the Luna members are now in, right?
Mm.
That's where they signed up a contract. So they're the four Luna members are under the same company. So I don't know if they're gonna be a triple S members too. So at this point, everything is just gonna be a surprise.
This is like a messier version of NCT.
if
That's just what it is.
you think NCT was messier, right?
Yeah, like boy, do I have a
Oh.
story for you. Like, oh my goodness,
For
that's
me,
just
one of
unfortunate.
the I think we have to talk about KARD. Because KARD has been
Mm,
around since 2017 with Onana, and I
yeah.
think they come out with really strong songs. They good concepts, great choreography, vocals can't complain, rap lines amazing. But like the Korean fans are just like so like because I think because KARD is old, like the members are old. No one's like I don't know if that's the case. I just don't can't I cannot figure it out why KARD is not famous in Korea.
Hmm. I feel like
Yeah, I
one,
don't know.
they're like against. They don't follow the grain. They're already an oddball in the sense that they're a co-ed group, and like we all know how Korea is about opposite genders interacting, and they're just like you can't do that kind of thing. It's very weird. And then all of them, they're visuals, but not in the standard Korean, like in the Korean standard.
Mm-hmm. I when Ride on the Wind was released,
Mm-hmm.
so I went for a pre-recording for M Countdown, their comeback stage. So it's a comeback stage. So there's like pretty set up, blah blah blah, and then on the fan
Mm-hmm.
cafe says there's gonna be a fan meeting later. I was like, oh shit, finally, because Ride on the Wind was their like actual like their comeback. I think Hola Hola was their debut. So Ride on the Wind, I was like expecting more people to come because it's already their like fifth or sixth single. You know how
Mm-hmm.
many we were that day on M Countdown for their comeback stage? We were
Not
One
that many.
hundred.
we were 23 people. 23.
Oh.
And
That's
that's like there's
awful. That's
six.
like
So I was like, oh shit, I feel bad because we're gonna have a fan meeting and like, and then like, so after recording we went out, we waited on like outside M Countdown studio, and like BM has this box of drinks that he's gonna give to everyone, and there was like a lot of drinks that they bought because they thought a lot will come. So BM just jokingly said, "Oh, I have some more. Do you want some more drinks?" And then he had to give it like a second time just to like get everything that they
distribute
bought.
or like
Yeah,
yeah.
because they bought like a lot of
Oh.
drinks. I feel so bad. I'm feeling like I'm crying right now because when I remember that time, I feel like crying too. Because like I feel bad. Like they should be getting more, more
Mm-hmm.
um recognition from that. And then not the next song, but like You and Me. There's their single You and Me. The Tuesday night there was a showcase, and in the showcase there was like, I'm not kidding, like 500, 600 people who came. And then there was recording for Show Champion the next day for Comeback, and 8 people came. 8.
Oh.
I mean, like, I get it because, like, they put the pre-recording at like 4 a.m. and
Oh my goodness.
4 a.m. So you had to be there by like 3. And like Show
Yeah.
Champion studio is the farthest amongst all the music shows. Show Champion is the
Mm-hmm.
farthest. So I get it if not all people can come, but like still 8 is a heartbreak because like if it was 4 a.m. and you say it's BTS, thousands would still show up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's just a heartbreak to like see KARD being like, what do you call this? Not be that famous. And it's funny, during the ride on the wind, I was actually blacklisted.
Oh my god, why? What did you
What'd you do,
do?
boy?
What do you call this? During ride on the wind, there was like before the comeback stage. Thursday was M Countdown. Tuesday they had like a Facebook live event, and we got, so we had some fans, and then the fan staff said like no cameras, but like some were doing the cameras, and I thought I could like pull it off like they were doing, because they would like pull the camera and then put it back in their bags. But I got caught, and the fan staff's like, "Oh, you're blacklisted for this promotions." But it's just verbal. She didn't like put my name on the cafe or anything. But
And then there
Thursday,
was that.
when she found out that only a few people come, and she saw me in the line, she's like, "Okay, you can come in. It's okay, but only now, only today, because there's a fan meeting. I cannot like allow you on other." I'm like, "Okay, sure." I got blacklisted in my life maybe 3 times when I was in Korea. First was with Daya, the girl group Daya. It was on
What
their
are you doing, Paul?
It was on their debut stage for Somehow. Cause like what happened was like Daya was gonna pre-record at like 8 a.m. and before that was Monster X. And I signed up for also
Mm-hmm.
Monster X. And think Monster X song what that time was I Can Be Your Hero. They were doing hero promotions. So I was doing Monster X. So I was on the fourth floor, and I think the fan staff of Daya saw me come down and sign up with them after Monster X. She was like, "Oh, you're with Monster X. You cannot be with us." So I was kind
Oh,
of,
is it really that strict?
some are not. Some are some. It really
Oh.
depends. But and I was so bitter. I was like, this fan staff blacklisted me for a pet reason. I was like furious and feeling but like during the follow up promotions for Daya's my boyfriend's boyfriend, the fan staff saw me and even gave me like the banner. And
Mm-hmm.
he just like gave me, because he saw me goes to I went to the busking events. I went to like the fan sign events because it was like an open area. So he knows that I'm a real fan. So it really depends on the staff, on the manager. The second time I got blacklisted, this one I cried, and it was posted on the fan cafe. I was blacklisted. It was with SF9,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like the announcement was like there's a concert. So if it's a concert,
Mhm.
cameras are like okay because it's like an open
Mhm.
concert. So people
Yeah.
brought their cameras with them, right? The fan sites and everyone. And then we went to the venue and it was like, oh, it's not an open concert, you know. So everyone brought their cameras for nothing. So we
Oh.
pre-recorded and they said, oh, on the live show on the nighttime, you can bring out your cameras, right? So okay. So when we got to the live show at night, we didn't know that it was not still allowed, and like
Oh.
the guards were like grabbing cameras left and right, and I hid mine, but like some people were still like taking pictures, right? Bitch, I forgot I
Mhm.
was like 5'7". The fan sites were like tiny ass 5'2" girls. So the guards cannot see them. And when I was tall, I was like, so the next thing I know, someone grabbed me. So what I did was like I let go of my camera on the floor and I told my Korean friend like, take my camera, take my camera. It was like okay. And then the security grabbed me and then brought me to the SF9 fest. I was like, I saw him with the camera, blah 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 blah. I was like, oh, I don't have my camera. How would you know? Blah blah. Blah. No. I saw. We started like I tried to get away with it, but
Mhm.
like the guard already reported me, so I was blacklisted for the promotion. I wasn't blacklisted.
Mhm.
I was like, if the promotions are finished, the next comeback, it's back to
Mhm.
zero. Because like
That's why
black
you should bring a disguise, and they can't recognize you.
I was crying because like the fan staff knows me because like I'm the only guy who goes with SF9, so she knows. And I was crying and it was like a K drama because it was raining. I was under the rain crying like I'm blacklisted. SF9 was like my ultimate that time. I was crying, but it
Mhm.
was already the end of the promotions. So I think I missed like the last recording for Music Core when they had a high touch. So that made me cry.
Mm.
But experiences. So blacklist comes like there's like a permanent blacklist. Like if you follow them to the dorms, which happened to a friend
Mhm.
of mine because she followed them to the dorms. Those kind of stuff. If they see you like buy them gifts and give the gift to them personally outside of the company, automatically you're blacklisted. Especially if someone did was like Oppa blah 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 cha, 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 from ta, 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 you wrote from and then automatically you're blacklisted with your name on it. They would like write the reasons why you were blacklisted. So yeah, there's like levels on how you're blacklisted. There's like, oh, you're blacklisted just for attending the music shows, but you can still buy albums for the fan site because like of course you have money. They won't keep you from doing that. But there's also like, oh, you're blacklisted from everything, from concerts, because you're on the level that is like you're a danger to their.
Your danger. Yeah.
Yeah, because you following them on the plane on the airport is grounds for blacklist. I think I did airport only once and I got traumatized, but that's another story for another time. But like airport airplanes, I never did airplanes. Airports is just like airports with the fans with the press. I did that, but not
Mhm.
like inside the immigration. I've never done that. That's weird. Immigration and like on the waiting area, you would see them and like see them from I cannot. I still have respect for them, but like waiting
Mhm.
for them for the when they come from the airport, like with the other fans with the press, yeah, I can do that. But like in the
Mhm.
immigration and like seeing them on the waiting areas, it's just weird. I how about second generation groups? Who do you think was really underrated? Second and third gen? Because top of my head is Rainbow, UKISS, Nine Muses,
Oh
Is
Z-
that
yeah.
like 2010s?
yeah, Zaya.
Yeah.
I
How about
have
Park
one of my
Chemistry?
all-time favorite bops is from an early 2010s group called C Real.
Oh no, Endanger Girl.
Yeah.
And sorry, but I.
The all-time favorite bop of mine is no. And I've seen that music video. It's so cute. I can't stop watching it and be stuck in my head all the time. I
Fun
wish that they did more.
fun fact: if you watch serials, Sorry But I music video. That's the first time Juhon from Monsta X ever appeared on anything. That's
Oh,
his pre-debut thing.
Really?
He's like the guy that they're like fighting for.
that's funny.
So Sorry But I by Serial. That's a really good ballad song. Who else? I think BIG is underrated, but I'm happy that they're still promoting.
Mm.
But right now they're
Mm.
like down to 3 members because Gunmin went to the military, so it's just Hido and 2 other members. Who else? Like Peak Time. If you guys watched Peak Time, I think that's like the where all the underrated groups went. I hope they do like a
Yeah.
peak time for girls. CLC was super underrated during their time.
Oh, I love CLC. Yeah.
Yep, me too.
CLC because CLC was like packaged as like a cuter group at the beginning, and then during Hobgoblin they were like, oh, they're gonna be the new 4 minute. You know, it's like, and the addition of the 2 members really, as I've told before, kind of like not destroy
threw
their
you off.
chemistry, but like I don't know, the 5 of them already worked. So why fix it if it's not broken? So
That's true.
And their last single was Helicopter, right?
Helicopter.
That was awesome, but it was a total tonal difference than where they started because I was like, wait, this is CLC? Are you sure?
Oh my god, Pepe was like, Huberu hoop hop hop. Utya. It was funny. But like if you follow Sorn on her YouTube channel, her YouTube clips are funny. And like she always have like the other members as guests. So it's fun that to see them always still together, you know.
Yeah.
I
Boy
can't think of any more second generation, but there's another like more modern. I don't know all the like technical names for the different eras and stuff, but they're like uh, a couple years after Twice, so like 20, 2018 maybe.
Mhm.
It was around whenever I got in. They're called Nature, and at first I thought it was
Oh.
like they were like a Twice clone or something because they had like 9 members and they were doing similar like concepts and stuff, and their font was very similar in the beginning, but uh, lately I feel like their company isn't like doing anything with them, and I think some of the members aren't even there anymore. They're just
They
kind of
have
like
so
dissolving.
if you pull up Nature on K-pop profiles, you would see how many
Yeah,
member
I pulled them
changes they
up.
have, right? They have a
It's
lot
a
of
mess,
member changes. And for
but they're so
me,
good. Like they're
the
talented.
the first crime is naming your group Nature. That's the first crime. It's if your girl group name is Nature, it's like you're setting up for failure. It's like it's not
like a
gonna work
box.
out. Yeah, it's the same thing with Signature, CIX sister group, Nici.
Mm.
Signature is a really good girl group, but like, oh, the member changes though. The member changes on every girl group, even Lightsome, NMix,
I
everyone
don't
who.
like that name.
Which one?
Lightsome. I really don't like that name. It's like
Yeah,
lightsome. It's like, but light somewhat. What are we
yeah.
lighting?
I was like, Cube. Shit. I mean, like it
Cube
could.
is just it's a terrible company.
I mean, if we are gonna talk about bad girl group names like 50-50, I love 50-50, but to call someone 50-50, it's like, you gotta be giving me something that's, when I see you, 50-50 because you're 50% boys and 50% girls, 50-50.
Mm.
Or you're all on wheelchairs, so 50% of your body is working and 50%
Oh
is
my
not.
god.
It's because you have to give me something that's that's saying that you're 50-50. Oh, half of your body is in a coma, half of your body is dead, so you're 50-50. You know what I
What
mean?
about Weekly with 3 E? That one makes me
Weekly,
laugh. I don't know why.
weekly. I was like,
Weekly.
okay, so your names better be names of the days of the week. But only one member is called Monday, and the rest was just like, we're gonna lose you. And now there's
Opportunity.
And they
6.
lost a member
Yeah,
too.
it was a missed opportunity on their part. It was very sad.
Sad. And like, I hope like, cause like when the 7 girl group turns to 6, if you're used to seeing them 7 and their choreography as 7, it's much cleaner than a 6 member choreography. So I think, if Jeannie left NMIX, someone should have replaced her. I think a replacement was still in order because
Mhm.
NMIX wasn't like super duper uber popular that like someone is irreplaceable. But like
Yeah,
because what happened with Le Seraphim was like 6 to 5, it was okay because it became an
yeah.
odd number, which was
Five's easy. Yeah.
yeah. But like
I'm still trying to figure out that name. I misspelled it whenever I was typing it in, but luckily they're popular enough to where autofill's got you covered. Le Seraphim.
yep.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
Another
two.
girl groups that were underrated was Spica. Spica was like an all vocal girl group. They got overshadowed by AOA when AOA skyrocketed to fame. So Spica,
Mhm.
Spica. Try to search on their
Oh, I've heard
songs.
of them.
Yeah, Spica, for me, the best song is Tonight by Spica and Russian Roulette by Spica. Another girl group is Ladies Code, of course. Ladies Code, you know.
Oh, I love
Oh,
Lady Clothes.
what a
Yeah.
tragedy.
Okay, so to wrap this all up, Sunny, Justice, and Nici, I just want to give you the chance to recommend any underrated songs that you want our listeners to listen to. Let's start with Sunny. To our listeners, what underrated song should our listeners should give a listen to?
Oh gosh. I feel like I'm on the spot. I can't think of anything right now. I feel on the spot.
Okay, that's fine. Justice, how about you?
All right, an underrated song by an underrated group. It's got a weird name too, so it's like everything we've been talking about. It's the group is called Third Eye, but it's spelled number
In
three
three.
Y-E.
In Korean, they
And
call
their
it
song
Shri
Yes
Shri
Sir.
Ai. Shri Ai.
They have a song called Yes Sir, and I want more of that. They have had a lot of changes lately, and I think they're a co-ed group now or something, and they're like singing in Spanish. It's totally weird.
Oh,
But that
interesting.
song Yes Sir, I like it. I hope that they do more.
Yeah, Shri Ai, cause Shri Ai and what was the boy group that they mixed with? Is it BIG? No, right? It's like the project group.
I'm really not sure.
Yeah, they become like a mixed group with 9 members, 6 boys and 3 girls, right? I forgot the name
Oh,
Yeah.
though.
I have like a vague memory of that one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Nisi, how about you?
Um, so, um, what is it? Rainbow Bridge has a group named Purple Kiss, and I think they're really talented.
Uh
And
huh.
so their most recent comeback, Sweet Juice, was really good, and I really liked it. And it's like it's got like this really dark concept in a sense, because like it's a little creepy. It's almost kind of like how it's like a creepy, quirky kind of thing. Almost kind of like it's not comparable to Dreamcatcher in a sense, but it's good. I really like that one.
Maybe I would recommend if you heard of the girl group Pink Fantasy. So
Mhm.
Pink Fantasy is this girl group with a member who's wearing a rabbit mascot thingy, and she's still doing it
That sounds
now.
like a Victoria's
I
Secret
never understood that.
fragrance.
And on her profile, it says that she was born on the 1900s.
Okay.
Bro, I went to a Pink Fantasy fan sign. So she was there. She will sign your album. But she has a whiteboard and she won't talk to you. If you ask her questions, she will write
Huh.
and show you the answer. Or she will just nod. And I am not kidding. She smells.
What?
They don't wash the costume. So like,
Oh,
Oh,
cause like they what do you call this?
I'm like looking at their K-pop profile and like
They they
the one
because
member
they
is like a
practice
little
on with
kooky.
that. She practices on that costume. She records on that costume. She sweats inside. And I was like, I
Oh,
was sitting right here, and she was sitting there doing the fan sign, but I can smell her. That's how bad it was. What's
Oh,
her
it is.
birthday? Daewang. I think her name is Daewang.
Oh yeah, it says 2189.
She is a weird
What?
ass.
She's from the future?
Yeah, that's her birth date.
She looks really scary.
That
That
is her
group after
concept now. But before she was like,
She looks
yeah,
very
oh
scary.
that wasn't her before. Before she was a full ass furry. She was wearing a furry
yes,
costume.
What?
This
I
is
didn't
like
see that one that
this is
she showed.
yeah, this is just a mask now, but before she was a full blown furry.
Oh my goodness, that
So
like
you have to
really
search their
disturbs
debut
me.
song. It's Pink Fantasy Come to Me. Come to Me by Pink Fantasy, and then if you see a performance, she was wearing a full furry costume and
I'm like a
dancing.
little scared.
But she was white. She was wearing like a white bunny costume that time.
Interesting. A
Yeah, so
little
I recommend that
disappointing.
debut song Come to Me. Daya, if you know Daya, uh yeah, I could recommend any song that Daya released, but they're still underrated. Mm,
Are they still? Are all the members still there?
no, Daya disbanded. Like the company said,
Oh
like,
yeah.
and then who
Didn't they
else?
do like a collab song with Somi and someone else?
Yeah, they
I
were
it
IOI. Yeah,
I feel
Okay.
like they keep Somi locked up.
Yeah, what happened? Like, I thought Somi was gonna make music for us.
Somi was. I think Somi right now is on. Like she's going to my country next month. She has a
What?
concert in
Really?
the Philippines with Baekhyun of EXO. They're the only like
She
two
only
people
has
in the
like two
con.
songs though.
I was gonna say like, what songs does Somi have to have a concert?
Her concert's gonna be really short.
Yeah,
I mean, she can
like
sing all the IOI songs by herself because she can sing and rap. So,
yeah.
but I don't
But
know
that's gonna
because
be
she
weird.
has. I think there's three now. I think it's Baekhyun, Somi, and like a P-pop group. What I forgot. But it's gonna be in the Philippines. So
Hmm.
Are
yeah.
you gonna go?
I'm in Thailand, man. I'm not in the Philippines.
Oh.
Nici is eating it up. Nici is like LOLing. Boy groups, I think like all the members also of X1 got like the same one-on-one curse. Like
Yeah.
Victon, Bay173, Mire, Drippin, who else? Unite, Apex. There's so many boy groups right now that has like a Produce X101 member in it. So it's like I'm not surprised anymore, but like there's so many groups who are underrated because the main reason will be there's like oversaturation of groups already.
Hmm.
So
yeah.
they can't flourish unless they come from a big company. They will still stay in what we call the Nugu land. They'll still stay Nugu because like Cosmic Girls is still considered as a Nugu group
Really?
Oh.
because Cosmic Girls won Queendom, but
Mhm.
like still they're not as popular as they should be compared to. And now
I
the
feel
Right.
company's focus is IVE, so
Sola had a new like single last week.
I think they should focus on the subunits like Uju Sonya. What was the group? Their unit group, the cutesy one, Chokomi. Is it Chokomi? Yeah, yeah. And then the
It
Cosmic
sounds
Girls
familiar.
Black. Yeah, I think the subunits would really like have a good following if they focus on that. Well, who else? I think we covered a lot of underrated groups. The one who won peak time, Vanner. I mean, like when I see the stories about them on
Mhm.
Soompi and all K-pop, like, oh, they were working part-time jobs just to pay their manager because like they don't want to disband, so they're working part-time jobs. So that's really sad.
Oh.
And what else? EXID at one point was underrated. Brave Girls, those girl groups,
Mhm.
La Boom. Like we can talk about that topic another time. Those who were underrated, and then one they had a hit, and then they got like famous. So
They
let's
fell
let's
again.
yeah let's talk about that another time. Let's also talk like one hit wonders. You know, girls with just like one good song. Maybe like Crayon
Girls'
Pop
Day.
with Bar Bar Bar. Girls they had
Mhm.
at least like three to four, but we should talk about like girl groups with just like really one good song, and then
Mm.
they or boy group with one good song and they're like out of existence. They always say X1, but what could X1 do? They had one album and they disbanded, so they technically they only have
Yeah.
one good song. So Flash
Yeah.
will be only their song. So uh, I want to thank everyone for joining me tonight. I just got a text that the teacher forgot to write the day and the photo shoot is tomorrow. So I dressed up for nothing. And
Aw.
I want to thank you guys for coming. Sunny, I hope you can come again next Friday night and Saturday night. If you're free, you know, we will be here. I will upload this to YouTube. The first episode is out. If you haven't catched it, it's on my YouTube channel. It's that K-pop fanboy on all social media platforms. Justice, anything to promote your study group? Every
Yeah, we have a study group on the John app, and we're learning Korean. We have Korean friends that come in and help us, and everybody knows that I need it. So I'm just there to, I guess, encourage good study habits because I need to study a lot more before I am where I want to be. So, but it's fun. We all have fun. It's Tuesdays at 7:30 Central. So whatever that is, and
yeah.
other times.
Look it up. Look it up, people. Look it up. What time is 7:30 p.m. Central? That's Tuesday 7:30 p.m. Central. Okay, and for Miss Sunny, anything to promote? Anything you wanna tell our listeners? Your social media accounts?
Um, my usually it's Sunny Southpaw, or my Instagram is like has the Sunny Southpaw. I I work nights, so I'm not on Jan as much Monday through Friday, but I can be on the weekends. So
Okay, so you can add Miss Sunny as your friend on Jan app, or you can search her on Instagram and stalk her. I don't know, but thank you for
I
joining us, Sunny. Thank you again. For those who are interested to have a Korean study group, please join Justice every Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. He's gonna be there. He's gonna have Korean friends over. Maybe Justice will flex his muscles if he gets like more than 50 people who come. He will show his specs on cam. I don't know if that's allowed in the Jan app, but the Jan app
Nah,
again
he'll
is not a dating app. Jan app is
he'll
socializing app. If you end up finding a loved one here, mm, uh, maybe it's a dating app after all, but Gen app is used mainly to showcase your talents, to show people what you can discuss anything. You can have your opinions. You can have your lectures, whatever. You know, you can use the Gen app to socialize and interact with people from all around the world, with many users from all around the world. And the last person to promote her stuff, Miss Nici.
Just my Instagram, which would just be Nici underscore T underscore R. If you want to see fashion, art, or even dances, you
Do
can
you do
follow me there.
commissions on like Deviant Art or something? Do you do commissions?
I'm figuring out pricing right now for commissions because they're about to be a bit hefty just because of the supplies that I use. But I'm figuring that out right now.
Okay,
But I'm
but
open to commissions
we're
if
looking forward to that.
slide in my
Okay,
DMs for
slide into your
commissions.
DMs. How about you, Justice? Are you gonna do OnlyFans in the future?
Uh, I don't think anybody wants to see that, but nah, I'm good.
Why would you? We were
I was
going
like,
one
I
way
was
and you
like,
went the
I was
other.
like, I was like putting it in my head. I was like, I'm gonna make Nici like cackle. But like, we gotta respect people who do OnlyFans. I have high respects for them because they earn the money. They get the coins. They get the coins, and I'm
So
like,
difficult.
do what you gotta do, babe. You know, if I had the looks and the body to do OnlyFans, you don't know. I'm not gonna be here. I'll be on only. I'll be there. Anyways, my social media, that K-pop fanboy, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, everything is that K-pop fanboy. You gotta have branding. So I made sure that I was the first one to get that. And you can catch us every Friday and Saturday night at 9 p.m. Central, 9 a.m. in Thailand, 10 a.m. in the Philippines, or whatever your time zone is. So it's gonna be posted in YouTube with like 8 p.m. Thailand time. So I think it's like morning in America. And I really appreciate these people coming with me for these 2 episodes. And I'm gonna try and get better microphone, better equipment, so that we can have like a blast on the next podcast. Maybe next time we'll do 1 hour 30 minutes. I don't know. Let's see. Let's figure it out stuff. And but like if Justice and Nici, if you have like a Friday night thing, don't feel obligated, to come. Just like if you have Friday nights to hang out and stuff, it's fine. It's totally fine. Love you guys. Finger hearts goodbye to everyone. Okay, hearts. That's our ending thing, right? Finger hearts, then doing this. Okay,
I need to learn how to do it.
bye. Say bye
How
to
do I start
everyone.
an event?
Bye to the listeners. Bye.